Hey guys, SG here, and today we are going to be doing a full face of body yada 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 go. If you didn't know that, and if you're like, that's awkward SG, what the heck are you talking about? We're going to be playing with some bodyography today. Yes, give me some, give me some. I love bodyography pigments, and I was lucky enough that they sent me a bunch of products, so we're going to be playing with their foundation, we're going to be playing with some pigments, we're going to be playing with their inner glow stick, just tons of different goodies. So if you guys want to see what's on my face and my first impression of this brand, keep on watching. We started with the hydrating foundation primer. I used this yesterday and I find that it is quite hydrating. I feel like my skin feels smooth, but I will add just a little bit of my Vanessa Cutie oil. This oil is just the best thing in the world, in my opinion. I just use 1 or 2 drops and I apply it on the high points of my face to just kind of add a little bit more slip, especially since we're going to be using a stick foundation today, which can sometimes be a little bit more drying. They sent me their Silk Cream Compact Foundation, so we're gonna try it. I think it might be slightly too dark on me, but let's just see. It might work. We'll try it. So I'm taking my Merit brush. I do not own any bodyography brushes. Actually looks pretty good. It might be slightly too yellow on me, but I think I can make it work. I'm gonna take a smaller brush now, take the same thing, and I'm gonna see if it does a good job at covering a little bit more of my imperfections. I know this is not a concealer, but I wanna see if it will cover my blemishes. So I'm gonna let those cook for a little bit, kind of push them in, see what that does. This looks pretty good. Again, we'll see when the video is actually up, but I find that with the primer, and of course I use a little bit of beauty oil, but I have like a really nice finish. It's not too drying. They did send me their concealer. It's a little bright for me, but what I'm gonna do, I think I took the lightest shade. I took L1, which, hello, a little too pale. What I'll do is I'm gonna kind of put some of that concealer on my hand, and I'm gonna apply it just slightly as a concealer. Fine, but that looks good. I don't have any of their contour shades, so I'm just gonna quickly contour my face, and this is in the shade Intuition by Victoire de Fay. Just warm up my face a little bit, I'm going to take my contour balm from Vanessa. This is just the best thing in the world. I love it so much. I'm going to take my Fenty brush for this. It's very pigmented. I'm just going to go above where I contoured, so I add a little bit more warmth to my face and I don't look too gray. In their package, they sent me the shade Chiffon. This is one of their fabric texture lipstick, which looks really pretty. I'll show you the shade right here. And they told me that this is a wonderful shade to put on your cheeks, so we're gonna try it. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand first, right here. Just apply it really lightly. See how that does. If you find you've gone a little bit too intense with your blush, I like to just kind of bring back my foundation brush and just blend that all together. I always forget, always, to hydrate my lips. So this is the Elizabeth Arden Intense, I think it's like called 10 hour, 12 hours repair. Love that stuff. The only thing I know, guys, is that I really want to play with Blue Morpho. Isn't it so stunning? Oh my god, I love this shade. I really want to play with it. So they did send over to me the Forever Summer eyeshadow palette. We could play with this as well. What do I want to do? I think while I'm thinking, I'm gonna powder. So they did send over to me their Blur Set Perfect. I do find that my skin looks really good. I actually really like that foundation. I didn't think I usually don't wear a lot of foundation, especially not compact foundation, but this is really pretty. Really into it. Okay, so my girl, Gabrielle, did this look a couple weeks back, which is so amazing, where she put kind of like in the inner corner there was a color, at the top there was a color, and there was a wing color. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So she did, I'm not gonna do it exactly like her. So she had purple, blue, and kind of like a teal. I want to do something like that. Now that we've got a plan, let's set our eyes. Let's set them. I'm gonna use my Makeup by Mario Master Prep and Set Eyes. I believe that's what it's called. So I'm gonna go in my inner corner and apply this. So what I find with these pigments is that if you don't put anything underneath it, you will get a very, very soft wash of it. It's still really pretty though. We got the blue down. It's a very nice soft wash. And I find that these pigments, what's nice about them is that depending on what you put underneath, you might get more intensity, you might get different shifts. I'm gonna dip it into my Escape Pod, and I'm gonna go in with this color right here. And I'm taking a pencil brush. So this is my ColourPop E19. I'm gonna put the tip of my brush right here. Just kind of create that crease, because what Gabrielle did in her makeup is that she kind of went above her crease to create the color, and then there was no color on the lid. I don't want to apply too much because I do want the pigments to be the star of the show, but I do find that in experience when I use this shade, I needed to add something underneath to really make it more intense. So, ooh, I feel like a fairy. It looks cool. It looks really soft on camera. I like it though. I like it a lot. I want to do a wing liner, and I'm going to take I'm taking so many different palettes. You guys are gonna be like so mad at me. I'm gonna take my Animal Kingdom palette, and I'm gonna go in with this shade. This is called Blue Whale. I'm just gonna go with my MAC. It's right here in front of me. This brush is 219S, I believe. Place the pigment. This shade is stunning. We're gonna add some Bodyography afterwards so that I'm still legit and I'm still doing a full face of. So I'm really just pressing down. This looks so cool. You know it's a good makeup. You know it's a good makeup when you haven't put on mascara yet and you already love it, right? So if you have hooded eyes, what I'm doing is I'm kind of just creating a shape here that I wouldn't mind it would look like when my eyes are closed or open. Okay, this is looking... I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling it. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here from the Escape Pod. Really lightly, and I'm gonna kind of add that color right there, and I'm gonna add more Blue Morpho right after. So I'm gonna layer Blue Morpho. You see how it got more intense? Yep. Yep, 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 yep. That's what I needed. This looks cool. I like it. We're gonna add just a little bit of Spirit Quartz. This shade is stunning. It's a very gentle kind of pink white shade, and I'm just gonna add it right here. We're gonna take some mascara. They sent me the Epic Lash Mascara, and I tried it yesterday, and what I really love about it, so you're gonna see that there's two different sides to it. There's one that's super tiny and one that's really big. So you get to really go into the lower lash line and the upper lash line. So I find that it is really lengthening. It does separate really well. And if I layer it a little bit more, it's gonna go on a little bit thicker. I'm really feeling this look. How many times can I say it? Let's keep a tally. Let's keep a tally of every time I say I'm loving this look. I'll be slightly embarrassed when it's over. I feel so whimsical. This is stunning. Oh, I love it. I'm gonna bronze my face a little bit. So I'm gonna take my NARS Vallarta and I'm gonna go ahead with my favorite bronzing brush, Fenty. Just gonna warm up the face just a little bit more. I can't get over how much I love the foundation. Foundation is great. I've been finding though that when I do use stick, or the only thing that I get self-conscious about is if you were to zoom in on my face, just my smile lines are getting a little bit deeper now that I'm getting older. And I hate when they kind of show up a little bit there. They have a highlight hybrid kind of inner glow stick. Comes with two different colors. So this one's clear and this one's a little bit more gold. I'll show you the different options. I can do it like right here. So one is clear and one is a little bit more champagne. I'm gonna go with the champagne first. I personally don't like to go right away on my face with a product like that. It's not that I don't, well, I don't trust it. Going like this. It's my Real Technique setting brush. Just adding a nice little glow. Oh, see how, this is really pretty. And honestly, what I really love about it is that sometimes you can get a highlight that can feel a little sticky, or you feel it on your face. I don't feel this on my face at all. Like, it's so smooth and light, which is awesome. Because you don't want to have that hair moment where your hair is blowing in the wind and then it gets stuck on your cheek because of your highlight. I mean, it could be a mood if you wanted to. It's just not my mood. Not the mood, not the vibe. So I'm going to take the clear one now. And this is just going to add kind of glassier, more sheeny look. Super pretty. I really like this product. I'm really impressed. I didn't think I was gonna love it, and then I played with it yesterday and I was quite happy with this. So we've kind of gone with every single look. They did send me it's like a liquid lipstick, but I can swatch it for you, but it's just not gonna work with this look. It's like a very dark berry shade. It could, but I'm not feeling this vibe today. So let's try and put chiffon on the lips and see if that works. The older I get, I find that I need to line my lips. Like, it just feels like something's missing. So I'm gonna do Endless Cacao by Makeup Forever. Very lightly. And if you find that you've gone a little bit too intense, you can always go back with your lipsticks. With your lipstick. Well, your lipsticks too if you want, but preferably one. All right, so that's the look, guys. I'm really happy with what we created today. You're in this with me. I talk to myself, but I know you're listening. So that's that. What I will say based on first impressions, what I really like is I do find that this is a really cool product. I know that there's hyaluronic acid in it to keep it really hydrating. I'm really impressed with it, so I'll have to do a wear test a little bit later to see like how this turns out. I really do love the glow stick. The inner glow stick is really fantastic. I am blown, like I love these pigments. What I find is that if you do put a color underneath them, they will show up a little bit more. That's my personal opinion on them. And the palette, I did use a couple shades the other day and it is quite pretty. It's like kind of your perfect go-to summer palette. So that was my video. Let me know down below what other full face of you'd like to see, because I have plenty more in my bags of tricks. Let me know if you are here from Instagram, and thank you for watching. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.